Oh, thank you, Aaron Rizzo, for the entrance music, as always. Check Aaron's songs out. Just search Aaron Rizzo in Spotify. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chris Konya Show. Thank you so much for watching, listening, subscribing, and thank you, a special thank you, I should say, to my guest today. He is an actor. He is a Rochester native. Am I correct on that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am bad at introductions, but his name is Shay Holloway.
Yeah.
Welcome.
What's up, y'all?
Yo, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
How's it going?
It's been real. It's been the struggle's been real. No, I was kidding. Things been going good. I'm actually visiting right now. I just recently joined Screen Actors Guild, so I'm still off the high of that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very nice.
That's 10 years in the making.
I'll pretend I know how important that is.
Google. But I'm just back in town doing some stuff, some projects, and it's good to be back and it's good to see you, man. And I'm so proud of everything you have going here. Like, this is really, really cool, and you should be proud.
I appreciate it, and it's nice to have people like you come in and be a part of the show and stuff like that. And we're here to promote and talk about some of Shay's projects, which are very interesting, and I think you're gonna really enjoy them once we get into that. But I want to know how it's been also for people who don't know who you are, because we've talked once and we've done a video segment before. But give us what you're into, where you came from, and what you're going towards.
Got it. So I was born and raised here. I went to School of the Arts, graduated in 09. Went to Jiva Summer Academy 07 and 09, and AMDA in 2010. But that's in the city. But did a lot of stuff here. I was a part of the In Control program, working with like the inner city youth, like preventing teen pregnancy and like gangs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that was really cool, and I did a lot of creative things through them. And that's actually one of the places I feel like I flourished the most. In Control program, by the way, little plug there. It was awesome. Like, we did like performances and all this stuff, and I actually started off as a rapper. Not a lot of people know that. And I was in this group called Young City with this guy named Chaos Fortune. He's really dope. But then I branched off and attended School of the Arts in 2009, and then I got into theater, and I was like, whoa, this is like a whole nother world. Like, I feel like we're making magic. We're like magicians here. You know what I mean? And yeah, like my very first play actually was Cinderella, and I was the captain of the guards / butcher. But it was a good time, and it was actually at Soda, and it was pretty dope. It actually like awakened me. And then in 07 and 09, I went to the Jiva Summer Academy. 07 was, I believe, contemporary, and 09 was classical, or I might have them reversed, but it was a dope experience. So many Rochester locals. If you have anyone that's interested in doing theater or, acting or anything like that, or like, youth, or, got a little cousin or a little sister or something, I want to do theater, sign them up for Jiva Summer Academy. It's awesome. And yeah, and I've been doing like web series and stuff, and I'm like back and forth from the city. I'm such a nervous speaker. I'm like looking all over the room.
Don't worry about it. So you found your passion for performing. Yeah. I won't even say acting, because it's more than that, with rapping and stuff like that. You shouldn't shy away from sharing that. And then now, after Rochester, I'm
trying to be a jack of all trades like you, Chris.
You went down to what, New York City?
Yeah. I went down in 2010, did AMDA for a year, and then from there I got my first national TV gig on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Woo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It was season 2 finale episode of the show called Unfaithful or whatever. It was really good. It was my first recreational role, and it was the whole episode, so it was really cool. And yeah, it kind of was like validating. It's like, okay, you're doing stuff out here.
Nice. Okay, so tell people, for people who don't know, tell them how difficult it is from the moment you say, I want to be an actor, to where you are now, even years later. And I'm not trying to knock on you. And
not at all.
How hard is it to become even a Z-list? People make fun of some actors and actresses.
I'm totally Z. I love Dragon Ball Z too, so that's totally my thing right now.
They'll say something like, I know that guy, I know that girl, I don't know what her name is, but I know
I've seen them around.
Right. I mean, to even get to that level,
it takes a lot of patience, and it builds up over time. Like, when you first start something, you want the instant results, but like, it happens through time. Like with Dark Justice, like still now we're still like getting noticed by festivals, and we getting new viewers and stuff. We're getting new viewers and stuff like that, and it's really cool. I think all that stuff plays out like over time. Like you should like really believe in your goal and like do your best every day. Yeah, just do your best every day, and it all adds up. It's like an avalanche effect. You know what I mean?
Eventually, the momentum starts to pick up.
Exactly.
It's not just
you know.
I know. I just like to hear from other people sometimes to make sure I'm on the right thought process.
Right. So I think it's very tough, but I think, you know, it builds tough skin. And I hate when people say you got to have tough skin to do this, because not everybody has tough skin. Sometimes you could just like, you know, get tough skin through time. And I was one of those people. I was like, oh, I care about what everybody thinks. And, and then I started going, you know what? I don't care. Like, life is short. I don't care. Like, you know, but not in that sense. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like once I had that moment, it was like I stepped into my own in a way. But it's really tough. You got to really like be your own best cheerleader. I can't stress that enough. On even the rainiest of days, you got to be like talking good things to yourself, because it could be tough. You know what I mean? It's very competitive, and it can make you feel sometimes very insignificant. But you just got to believe in yourself and believe in your own vision, and the right people will come along, and you know that's how that works. And as far as like how long it takes to get like noticed and stuff like that, I think I addressed that avalanche effect. It's just through time, you know. So. Is
that like eventually? Okay, so you do one. Maybe I'll say one crappy gig, let's say, and you're like, oh, okay, now I won't do another crappy gig for 90 days, let's say 6 months, maybe even a year. And then maybe 3 crappy gigs in 6 months, then 4 crappy gigs in 6 months, and 1 decent gig. And that kind of avalanche.
Legit. Okay. And it's great too. It's great networking, because even if it may have been a crappy gig, you might have met someone there who like has this really cool gig. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like, so it's like, it's really cool how that all works out. It's like a spider web.
That's great. You know? Okay, so what are we working on now? I mean, that's exciting.
At the moment, I'm currently like just chilling, you know, taking like a little break at the moment. Dark Justice season 3 actually just got nominated at the New York City Web Fest. I was nominated for Best Actor, and Tim O'Connor, who is so funny. He's so funny. He's great as Stanton in Dark Justice. He's nominated as Best Supporting Actor.
Nice.
And I'm like, what? I'm not worthy. Yeah, you know what I mean?
For people who have never seen Dark Justice, where can they find it real quick? Because you're in season 3. You're behind.
Yeah. All right? DarkJusticeShow.com. That's the main one. We're on Funny or Die. I think season 1 or 2 or both are on Funny or Die. I'm not sure if season 3 is yet. Yeah, I think in the coming days, if you follow our Facebook page and Instagram, which is both Dark Justice Show, I think we're gonna have a couple more surprises coming up this year in terms of like what's going on with the show. I don't really know everything that's going on, you know what I mean? I'm just like the actor / producer, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
not even a producer. Like, I'm like a co-producer for like an episode or 2, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to take too much credit. Yeah, and I did it all, and I built the set. And no, I was kidding. But yeah, it was a great team, and it's like the Dark Justice family. It's just like I feel so honored to be a part of it.
And okay, doing something like that. How long has it been since you started? I know you said season 3, but how many months, years?
When did we shoot the first season? Like in 2013, 2012? And then it got released in 2013 or 14, something like that. I'm horrible with time.
Well, let's say, okay, so over 5 years, easy.
Yeah, like 5 years. 5 years. Okay. Yeah.
And so again, patience with that. With something like even your most prized project, I would say, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but that's what I've known you for the most. It takes a long time. You're saying you're just getting nominated and recognized and stuff like that.
Like Lizzo's story. You know, Lizzo's story, like a lot of people didn't know about her till they heard that song Truth Hurts. And she made that song like 3 years in the past. And people just started like, whoa, what's this song? And you know, that's how it happens.
That's
sometimes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what are we here today for, besides saying what's up to me?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Actually, I'm here to talk a little about 2 of these projects that I have streaming on Amazon Prime. One is The Elysian Field, written by Carlos Alvarez, directed by John Layton, cinematography by Kirk Nakamura, and Pressure, which was directed and written by Reginald Altdorf, aka Rugger Reg. He's on Instagram as Rugger Reg, and he's a great filmmaker. He just consistently drops projects. It's like, what?
Fun.
Just like kind of like this guy James Abrams from he went to RIT here, and I did a lot of projects with him, and have a project being released some time in the near future with him. And I'm losing my train of thought here. Who else should I kiss next?
Well, you can get all the credits by going on to Amazon Prime and searching Shay Holloway. Yeah. And I'll blink that on the screen right now. This is how you spell his name. Right there. Right there. And if you're listening, sorry about that. Otherwise, you could search ELYSIAN Field. And that'll bring up this movie we're about to watch / listen to a clip of. Do you want to set the scene here or?
Okay, so this piece right here takes place in like Mississippi in the 1960s, and it's kind of like a fantasy sci-fi type of deal, and you're gonna see a different side of me. Everybody knows me for being silly, so I just wanted to show, some other things, I'm not like a one-trick pony.
Okay, here's a clip. Shay Holloway in the Elysian Field. Is that how you say it?
Elysian Field. Elysian Field means heaven. Elysian means heaven.
Here we go.
Really think you are slick? Don't you, boy? You thought you could do what you did and not face the consequences. Hey, well, you're fucked now, nigger. You know what's gonna happen, hey? Look at me. You know what's gonna happen next, don't you, boy? You all brought that rope like I told you to. Yeah, I got it right here. This is what happens, huh? This is what happens to monkeys who do not know their place in this world. Yeah, I sure hope she was worth it, nigger. Hoist his ass up. Hoist her. Hey, I don't know how you got away with this for so long.
Nathan?
But you're gonna be sorry you ever did.
Nathan? Nathan! What's the matter, my love? Looks like you just seen a ghost or something.
Sorry, it's just... Could have sworn I heard voices and thought maybe we were being followed.
I don't see anybody. You sure it ain't your mind playing tricks on you?
You can never be too careful, beautiful. Come on, let's get to our spot.
We're better once we get there.
There it goes.
Ooh,
wow.
Drama.
Wow, that was pretty powerful. Now, just for people who are only listening, the first part of the scene was not in the 1960s.
It was.
That was from the 1960s.
This whole film takes place in like the 1960s, but it does a lot of like time jumping.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Very powerful. Now I'm going to ask a question here.
Sure.
He obviously, you were getting beat up by 3 racist.
Yeah, 3 KKK members.
KKK members.
The story is like I'm in love with the KKK member's sister, and we're actually gonna run away together, and she's pregnant, and I'm like, let's meet here, and you'll see what happens.
Now that them using the N-word in that scene.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you? I know it's probably easy just to say, well, it's only acting.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have any kind of impact, even while you're in the scene or reading the script or anything like that. Can you share with me somebody who wouldn't know?
I think anytime you hear that word, like, I feel like on behalf of like every black person in America. No, just joking. But I feel like every time you hear that word, it just makes you kind of like cringe and get a little annoyed and upset. And it's, I don't know. It was kind of like that. But I knew that they were doing it for like the art, so it's just every time I hear that word, it's just annoying.
Oh, like, I mean, I can't. Yeah. I felt weird hearing it in front of you, and that's just me being completely honest. I don't know if that's just
that's you being real.
That's just me being. I felt weird hearing it, but I'm like, he's the one who told me to play this and watch this, so I'm not gonna. Right. So I just find that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That now, do you think that'll ever go away? Do you think that word will ever not be able to use in scenes, or is it important to continue to use it? And I don't want to make this whole episode about that.
Of course. I mean, I hope it goes away, but I mean, I don't know. People are still using the words rapscallion and stuff like that still to this day. And that's like, what? So many years ago.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever, because it's such a big part of our history that I don't think it'll ever really go away, really. You know what I mean? Because, it's kind of like Pandora's box. Like history is like Pandora's box. It's like who gets their hand on it. Like, who gets their hands on it? Is it a good guy or the bad guy? The bad guy will take away what they can use to hurt another person with the knowledge that they get from the Pandora's box. Or the good person will like apply it and like, you know, teach people about it and the importance of it and how far we've come and how much further we can go. So I think it's just like depends on who, you know, fucks around with Pandora's box.
And that was a very serious scene. I don't know if the rest of the movie's like that. I will find out once I do watch it tonight. And then again, you could search it on Amazon Prime. You could search Shay Holloway. Check it out. Give it a few minutes. Support Rochester.
Yeah, 585, baby.
Now, we're going to jump to another movie on Amazon Prime, another project, where it's also a serious role, but in a completely different realm, I would think.
This one is called Pressure. It's written by Reginald Altador. I think I don't went over that spiel. It's about this ex-con Rondell, and when he gets back home, he's forced to make a choice that could like potentially change his life for the worse. And it sucks because his family's tied into it, and it's Pressure. A lot of people from Rochester may have seen it already. It used to actually play a lot on like Channel 15, like overnights before it got picked up on Amazon. And And
what scene are we about to watch here?
This is actually from part 3 of Pressure. So really quick, Pressure was originally 4 parts, and the director made it into one movie. This is actually a scene from, I believe, part 3. Yeah, part 3. I actually just got a phone call from, you know, the villain, and he's like, "We have your daughter," and I'm like, "Oh no, we ain't having that. Let me run home real quick and go check this out."
And then what? He rough you up?
A little bit. Check it out.
So this cuts to the scene after that interaction. Here we go.
If I see any police, be ready to pick up a fucking brain. No!
So it's true.
What, Ron?
You and Kev.
What? Are you fucking serious? They just took our daughter and you're worried about me and Kev? You wanna know the truth, Ron? Yeah, I fucked them. What the fuck would that matter?
Why would it matter? The whole time I'm trying to make sure shit good here, you've been crying over the next nigga?
Ron, you killed somebody!
Nah, it ain't just that. I killed the man you loved. You think this shit is easy for me? I wake up every day living with this shit. I had no choice. He threatened my family. What was I supposed to do? He said he knew who Peace was.
You so worried about Peace? Where's she at now, huh, Ron? You wanna come at me for fucking Kev? Well, let's be realistic. When you were out there locked up for some dumb shit, Kev was taking care of the home. He put clothes on Peace's back, food in our mouths. I needed help and he was there. And you killed him. We can't call the police. They're gonna kill her. What are we gonna do, Ron?
And you'll find out when you watch the full movie on Amazon Prime. Damn.
Great cliffhanger.
That looks fun to do. Is acting, I mean, how fun is it? Is it ever stressful?
It's so fun. It's so stressful. It's all of that. It mixed into one. No, it's so fun. I love it. I love it.
When they say it takes like, I don't know if you know this, but when they say it takes forever to shoot one scene, let's say, maybe a full production feature film and, you know, whatever, with all the big A-listers, are they exaggerating at all when it says, when they say it could take, you know, 2
they're
days
not.
to shoot like a 60-second scene?
No, they're not. Actually, it's a lot of cuts. It's a lot of technical stuff. Sometimes it's not even the performers. It could be technical stuff, or sometimes it could be the performers and not technical stuff, or sometimes people cannot show up. And it's just like so many different variables that can happen. But when I did sophomore movie, I was extra in that when I was 15. It had Patrick Warburton and Amanda Plummer, who's Christopher Plummer's daughter. Oh God, I'm sorry, my hat hit the thing. But it was really cool to see both of those performers up close, because Amanda Plummer in particular, I remember she had like everyone be silenced on the set and everyone was just like watching her intently. And then she had to do another scene where she had to go to the library and like we were like watching from like the video village, like in another room, but on the TV, and it was just so like intense. But, you know, sometimes it's about the director too. It's just like finding the right moments and stuff.
A lot of cooks in the kitchen, basically.
Yeah, it's a lot of variables.
So what's your number one goal? What do you go to bed and go, God, please let me just attain blank? What are you saying before, you know, what's the, that's it. I made it. I'm good.
The biggest takeaway, I mean, I'm from Rochester, you know, and I grew up in like the hood, Joseph Avenue, Five Village. Shout outs to y'all. No, I was kidding. But I've come way past that, you know, like my address isn't everything, you know, that I represent. I've literally come from nothing. So I hope the biggest thing people take away is that, you know, just dream and do it. The only person stopping you is you.
That's what we get from you. But what do you want from the world? Well, do you want to be in a Marvel movie? Do you want to be known as funny or inspirational or intense?
I want to do like maybe funny stuff every now and then some serious stuff too, like the Chris Pratt, Will Smith type of thing. You know what I mean? They flip flop. But I also have a strong interest in commercial work and doing voiceovers for like anime and video games and stuff like that. Because I'm a big dork at heart. Like,
really?
I can't shake it.
You can't shake
I try.
Don't shake it.
No matter how many characters I play, I'm still a dork at heart.
There he is, Shay Holloway. Thanks so much for coming. This has been fun, man.
Yeah.
Anytime you need help promoting anything, I will get it out to my 100 people that listen.
This is so exciting. I'm about to.
Hopefully, it will grow. We'll grow together, and we could do some big thing together one day. Bigger than this. That would be great. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much
for listening. Thanks to Shay for showing up and hanging out. Appreciate all the love with subscribing. We're on iTunes now, which is so cool because most people listen to podcasts on iTunes.
Work.
I'm going to share on my Chris Konya Show Facebook page how to subscribe. If you don't know how, you don't have to be ashamed. You know, it takes a minute to learn that kind of thing, but it's super easy. It's just as easy, if not easier, than listening to just the radio. ThunderMediaLive.com for more shows. And thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Shay.
Boom.